finally here at the Great Wall of China. Up first is Angelina.
The Taklaman Desert has very little water and is very dangerous. It's very hot, so you have to live by an oasis to survive. The Taklaman Desert is 100,000 square miles. Some people say if you go in, you won't come out.
So the first feature in China was the Taklamakan Desert. Very, very dry, as you can see. You had to live by an oasis to even live. And most people said, if you come in, you don't come out. Up next is Jeremy.
This is Tiptap Plateau. It's located out of China, and the Tiptap Plateau is rocky and mountainous. The average elevation is 14,800 feet. The Tiptap Plateau is negative 29 degrees, and it is too cold to grow crops. So the people that live there have to rely on yaks and goats for the milk and fur and meat.
Excellent. The Tibetan Plateau looks a lot nicer to live on. Green grass. Actually, you could grow things and have animals, much unlike the Taklamakan Desert. Up next is Judith at the Gobi Desert.
The Gobi Desert is a large desert region in Asia. It covers part of the northeastern China and of the South Mongolia. The length of the Gobi Desert is 1,500 kilometers and 932 miles. The width of the Gobi Desert is 800 kilometers and 497 miles long. You must live by an oasis to survive.
Much like the Taklamakan Desert, you had to live by an oasis to survive. But in this desert, you could still survive. Many people that went in did come out. Excellent job. Who's up next? Giselle.
This is the northeastern plain, which is located north of Korea and east of Mongolia. Many people enjoy living here because of the nice climate. In summer, it's 75 degrees, and in winter, it's 10 degrees. Something that makes northeastern plain a challenging place to live is that sometimes it's too cold to grow crops.
75 degrees sounds nice to me. This looks like it's the best place to live, if you ask me. What is this called again?
Northeastern plain.
The Northeastern Plain. Excellent job. Who's up next? Adam.
This is the Great Wall. The Great Wall can almost go across the world twice. Isn't that big? Now, for a couple of details about the huge Great Wall. It wasn't built by people in a nice way. It was built by people in a mean way, like slavery. People died doing it. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't last a day out there in the extreme heat. People paid more taxes so they could pay the workers and slaves. Then the Great Wall was rebuilt in the New Age.
Excellent. So, just like in the pyramids, people used to slave building pyramids the same as the Great Wall, but they needed the Great Wall to protect them. Up next, Michael.
Hello there. Okay, I'm part of the Great Wall too. So, the Great Wall of China is located in proper China. The wall can stretch around the world almost twice. Many people died in the making of the Great Wall. The reason for the making of the Great Wall was because of the Mongols. The Mongols were destroying towns and taking animals and pets and taking prisoners. A few decades ago, the people remade the Great Wall and kept it permanent.
Excellent. So nowadays, the Great Wall is an exhibit that many people go and visit when they are in China. Now it has been rebuilt because it was not built as well as it should have been back in those days. But the Great Wall was necessary because everyone in these four features were fighting against each other. So they built a barrier, which is the Great Wall, in between all four features. Excellent job. Back to you, coming here from the Great Wall of China.